Are you simping too much? This question may have crossed your mind at some point. Today we delve into the world of simping, a term that has gained traction in recent years. We all might simp a little, but do you know when it becomes too much? We'll guide you through the telltale signs of excessive simping, and don't worry, we've got you covered with some practical solutions to keep your simping in check. Stay tuned to discover if you're simping excessively and how to regain control. First off, let's dive into the signs that you might be simping too much. Are you consistently putting their needs before your own? This might sound like the noble thing to do, but when it comes at the expense of your own well-being, it's a clear sign of simping. You're important too, remember? Next, think about how quickly you respond to their messages. If you find yourself dropping everything to reply immediately, regardless of what you're doing, that's another red flag. It suggests that you're putting their communication needs above all else, including your own time and tasks. Then there's the issue of your friends. Are you neglecting them for this person? Pushing aside your social life to focus on one person is a classic simp move. Your friends are an integral part of your life. Don't let them slip away in your quest to please someone else. Money matters too. Are you overextending financially to make them happy? Spending beyond your means to impress or satisfy someone else can quickly lead to financial strain. It's not only a sign of simping, but it's also a dangerous road to tread. Now let's talk about pedestals. Are you placing them on a pedestal and making excuses for their flaws? Nobody's perfect, and it's unhealthy to treat someone as if they are. It's important to see people for who they truly are, flaws and all. What about gifts? Are you showering them with presents excessively? While giving gifts can be a wonderful expression of affection, doing it too much can become problematic. It might make the other person uncomfortable, or worse, they might start to expect it. Let's move on to red flags. Are you ignoring warning signs in the relationship? Overlooking problems or negative aspects of the relationship is a surefire sign of simping. It's crucial to address issues head-on, not sweep them under the rug. How about your behavior? Are you changing who you are to please them? Changing your interests, opinions, or personality to suit someone else is never a good idea. It's important to stay true to yourself in any relationship. And finally, are you suppressing your true feelings and opinions? If you're holding back on expressing your thoughts or emotions because you're worried about how they'll react, that's another major sign of simping. Communication is key in any relationship, and your feelings and opinions are valid and should be heard. If these signs sound familiar, it's time to take a step back and evaluate your situation. Scene script. Recognizing the signs is the first step. Now let's talk about how to stop simping. First things first, you need to set boundaries. Without them, you're prone to overextending yourself emotionally, mentally, and even financially. You see, boundaries are not walls. They're not about blocking people out, but rather about creating a healthy space where you can thrive. It's about defining what's okay and what's not okay for you. Next, prioritize your well-being. You have to remember that you can't pour from an empty cup. You need to take care of yourself first before you can genuinely care for others. This might mean taking time for self-care, pursuing hobbies that you love, or simply giving yourself the permission to relax and unwind. Now let's talk about independence. Independence is about being able to stand on your own 2 feet. It means not needing someone else to define your self-worth. So, reclaim your independence. Remember who you were before the relationship and reconnect with that person. You are strong, you are capable, you are enough, just as you are. Speaking of reconnecting, it's time to reconnect with your friends. During the simping phase, you may have neglected them for the person you were simping over, but true friends are the ones who stick by your side, through thick and thin. So spend some time with your friends, laugh with them, share your thoughts and feelings with them. They're your support system, and they can provide a perspective outside of your relationship. When it comes to finances, remember the golden rule. Live within your means. Overspending to make someone else happy is not a sustainable strategy. Instead, manage your finances wisely. This might mean creating a budget, cutting back on unnecessary expenses, or even seeking financial advice. Your financial health is just as important as your mental and emotional health. Next on the list is acknowledging their imperfections. No one is perfect, not even the person you're simping over. It's easy to put someone on a pedestal and overlook their flaws, but doing so only sets you up for disappointment. Instead, acknowledge their imperfections. Realize that they're human just like you. As for gift giving, it's time to rethink your approach. Showering someone with gifts excessively can come across as trying too hard. Instead, give thoughtful gifts. These could be something that reflects their interests, their personality, or even an inside joke between the two of you. It's not about the price tag, but the thought that counts. Now let's move on to red flags. These are warning signs that something in the relationship isn't quite right. Ignoring them won't make them go away. Instead, pay attention to these red flags. Address them. Communicate about them. It might be uncomfortable, but it's necessary for a healthy relationship. Speaking of uncomfortable, it's time to stop changing your behavior to please others. Stay true to yourself. You might think that changing who you are will make them like you more, but in the end, it's not sustainable. You deserve to be loved for who you truly are, not who someone else wants you to be. Open and honest communication is key. Suppressing your true feelings and opinions will only lead to resentment down the line. So, speak up. Share your thoughts and feelings. Remember, your voice matters. Your feelings are valid. Lastly, practice self-care and self-love. This could mean taking a hot bath, reading a book, or even simply taking a nap. It's about doing things that make you feel good about yourself. It's about nurturing your self-esteem and realizing that you deserve to be treated with respect and kindness. In the end, it's all about seeking balanced, mutually respectful relationships built on trust and communication. It's about understanding that it's okay to care for someone, but not at the expense of your own well-being. Remember, it's about balance. It's okay to care, but not at the expense of your own well-being. So, have you been simping too much? If so, don't worry. You're not alone, and it's never too late to make a change. Let's take a quick trip down memory lane, shall we? We've talked about the signs of simping: consistently putting someone else's needs above your own, being tied to your phone in case they text, letting your friends fall by the wayside, spending more than you should to make them happy, and even ignoring red flags in the relationship. You might have been changing yourself to please them, suppressing your true feelings, or showering them with gifts excessively. Recognizing these signs in your behavior is the first step towards a change. But remember, my friends, change is not only possible, it's essential for your growth and well-being. It's time to reclaim your independence and personal space. Start reconnecting with your friends and maintaining a healthy social life. Manage your finances wisely and avoid overspending, because your worth is not measured by the amount of money you spend on someone. Acknowledge their imperfections and accept that nobody is perfect. After all, we're all human and beautifully flawed in our own unique ways. Gifts, sure, they're great, but make them thoughtful, not excessive. Listen to your gut and pay attention to those warning signs. They're there for a reason. Stay true to yourself. Your authenticity is your superpower. Never change who you are for someone else. Communication is key. Express your thoughts and feelings openly and honestly, because your voice matters. Take some time out for self-care and self-love. Boost your self-esteem, because you, my friend, are worth it. Seek balanced, mutually respectful relationships built on trust and communication. You deserve to be in a balanced, healthy relationship where you're not constantly bending over backward for the other person. So, are you ready to stop simping and start living? Let's make it happen. Thank you for watching. Please like and comment.